everyone. Nice to see you. It's Wednesday afternoon here in Sweden, and I'm Gabriella, who works as an entrepreneur and helps small businesses and entrepreneurs and networking companies to grow their business online. So, I hope you have had a good day, or if you just wake up, good morning, and if you're going to bed, good night, and hope you have a nice sleep. So, today I want to share something with you that really has helped me to realize that you need to do things different online than before. I will talk about the difference between the old school of marketing online and the new modern way of marketing online, and how you can move to the modern way and the differences between them. I will also talk a little bit about the mindset when you work as an entrepreneur. It's quite a difference from if you are like me. You come from being an employee, even that I have been a manager. You need to change something about your mindset, and that will help you to grow and move your business faster. So before I dig into today's content, please, if you are watching live, send in a comment where you're from, and if you haven't accepted to comment on StreamYard, which is the broadcast that I'm using, accept StreamYard so you can do the comments online. Or if you watch the replay, just hashtag replay and where you're from. It's always nice to see you. I will check in on your comments later on. So, who am I, and why do I do this? Well, I'm Gabriella from Sweden, as I told you, and I've been having this company for a couple of years now, but it was in September, I think, I started it really digging into it and thinking about this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. So I have been working with marketing and sales and been a manager for almost or over 25 years. Oh, then you need realize that how old I am. But I started this company as a side business a couple of years ago. I couldn't afford to quit my job at the moment when I started it. I was a single mom with 2 daughters at home, and I have the bills to pay, and I didn't have enough savings to just quit my job and start working with my business full time. But then I got a really good that I could start my business and have some months of salary. So then it was like, it's now or never. I will really commit to myself to do this the best way I can, and I will succeed. And that's one of the mindset that you need to have. You need to believe in yourself. You need to be committed. You need to be curious, and a lot of other things. And do you recognize the feeling when you, even if you have your own company or when you work as an employee? I was like, I was all stressed out. I went to the job and I was working full day, and I came home, I made dinner and took the kids to their activities, and then I came home, and then I had to start working again with all the things that are on the mail. So I had never any time for myself, not to go train, or I didn't prioritize, oh, I can't even pronounce the word, myself. And I just thought, I don't want to have this life. I have some different purpose with my life. I want to enjoy my life. I want to meet friends. I want to go to the gym. I want to travel and have a flexible life and work from home. Do you recognize this feeling or these thoughts that you're always tired and nothing is really fun anymore, and you grow bigger and bigger, and you start eating those sandwiches with cheese all night, and you lose everything? Well, there I was at that point, but now everything has changed. When I have started my business, I'm not earning the money I want yet. I'm still learning, but I have really a better life than I had before. I can promise you that. So that was a little bit of myself. And the old school of marketing, uh, that's the way I used to do when I was working. And as a manager, I didn't really know how to do the work anymore. I was telling other people, so I was coaching them what I wanted, and they did the work and they had all those skills. And I realized that I needed to learn or relearn the skills again. But for a long time, we have been taught that we should be on internet and on social media, and we will do posts and we will talk to everyone, and you can send out spammy messages to people through Messenger or email. And in social media, people are there to socialize, to engage. They're not there to buy things. Uh, so when you use the old school and everyone is your prospect, you put on post, maybe you are in a networking company and the upline wants you to put out products and talk about how good the products are, that they really help you, and they even want you to put out pictures on those products in your private page or your business page. But people aren't there to buy. They are there to socialize, as I said, and they are there to see what other peoples are doing, and they always searching for solutions to their problems. And if you write post like the new modern way tells you to do, that brings some curiosity into the things, and you do that in the beginning of the post, people start thinking, oh, this sounds interesting, and then they start to read. Think about if you have like a garden and you want to plant some new flowers, but in that special part of the garden it's only shadow, it's no sun at all. And if you see products of flowers, you don't think that those are for me. But if someone is starting to share a story that, wow, I found those perfect flowers for my shadow garden, and they are really nice all summer and even a long way into the autumn, then you start to think, oh, but I have that kind of place at my house. Maybe I should read. And then maybe you start to connect with that person. But if they send out the products, the names, the one thing I do in that case, I go to Google and I search up the products and try to find the best price for it. But if you want some to help you to solve that problem, maybe you want to know when did you plant it, or you have a lot of other questions, then you can engage and the people will help you to solve your problem. And that's what the new way of marketing is really all about. You serve people and you talk about solutions. You do stories that are authentic to you, so they can recognize themselves when you are talking to them. It's like you're talking to a friend when you do those posts. It's to one person. And when you do posts, you need also to learn a little bit about who are your target market, because you don't want to send out posts or do ads to everyone. Say I would do a ad in Sweden, I won't do it and just say people from 18 years old to 64 years old and then post it. I start to think, okay, what are their interests? What are their behaviors and things like that? So I can target to whom I want this ad to go to, people that can relate to me. And then you get even much better results. But the old school is more like talk to everyone is your prospect, and you will have customers. And if they don't like the product you serve, well, then it's their own problem. But this is more like maybe they're not interested right now. So you start to engage with them. And when they suddenly think about something, if they really have started to follow you and trust you, they will come back to you later. So you never know when you can do or sell something to people. So that's what's the difference between the old school and the new school. And I hope this gave you some value. And if you want to have some more information about that, just comment below more info and I will reach out to you and we can have a Zoom meeting and I can explain it more and we can talk together about what you are looking for, what kind of solutions you need or problems that you have in your business. But then the other thing that I wanted to talk a little bit about today is the mindset. When you go to your ordinary work or you don't have started your business yet, then you go to your work, you know exactly what to do. Maybe a manager tells you that today you will do this or this week you will do that. You don't need to think, you just do it. But when you move and want to be an entrepreneur and an entrepreneur who succeed, then you need to train your mindset to think a little bit different because there are no one who will have the answers to you. The people who have made millions of dollars of success in this business, they have learned from the beginning as well and tried and evaluated and that did this work, did this work or did it not work? So there are not right and wrong. And why I am talking about this is because that's the mindset change you need to do. Think about when you talk to a person in your relationship, your kids, maybe your teenagers. I know when I talk to my teenagers, it's like I can be like this. Okay, but this is the right way to do it. No, I'm sorry, you are wrong. Do you recognize that from some of your conversations with friends or your daughters or sons, or maybe your the person that you live with? And then if you change your mindset and think about, okay, what works, what doesn't work, and what can I do different? Because a lot of time there are no right or wrong answer. In this business, you need to be yourself and you need to find the solutions by yourself. But of course, you need to learn the new skill on how to do an ad and things like that. But what you share, the content, is from your heart. So when I started to change my mindset, I even got a better relationships with my daughters. Instead of saying, you don't know this, you're only 18 or 20 like my daughter are, I am older and I know that is the right way. I started to ask them, but how do you think it's working, the things that you are doing now? Is it something that are working really good? Okay, those two things. And what's not working? Then you can dig deeper and deeper. And first of all, you see that even if you start thinking nothing is working, you start to see that some things are working. Like when you're beginning in this online business, maybe in the beginning you don't have so many leads, but you see that people are starting to like your page, they are sharing your page to other people, and they start to comment. But then something is working, right? But still you don't have your leads. So that's one thing that isn't working. So then you can start to evaluate and think about, okay, what can I do different to have leads. And then you can start to solve and search and think about things on what can you do different. Because there are no right or wrong. Even if you don't get any leads in the beginning, that's not wrong. It's normal. But you do the right thing because people are starting to follow you. So that is a shift on mindset and a behavior. It's the same thing if you want to lose weight. I didn't lose that much pound this week. But when you start evaluating the last week, and you see, okay, but these 3 days I really managed to eat healthier. I was out walking, jogging, and went to the gym. But the other 4 days, I didn't have the mood for it. I wasn't that committed. So I started to eat some candies and things like that. Of course, but you can't say it didn't work because you have changed some behaviors. And you need to think, okay, what can I do differently from tomorrow and the day after? And then you start to have a positive mindset instead of this negative mindset, it doesn't work. Think about when you talk to a friend and then they say, this is right. No, I'm sorry, you're doing it the wrong way. And instead they say, okay, but what's working? What is not working? Is there something you can do different? Which is more open-minded? In which part does your thoughts start to begin to be creative? Is it when they say you're doing it the wrong way, or is it, okay, what didn't work, what did work? So try the next week to reflect on how your thoughts are and if you are doing it the right way or the wrong way, how you talk to people. I promise you, you will see a change in the discussion and the conversations you have with your family and your leads and prospects, and you will grow your business faster if you are open-minded and also, of course, really committed to, you will do this, whatever it takes, I will do that. I will need to change something. Maybe I can't listen to music for the next couple of months, because every time I sit in my car, I will listen to my mentors, I will listen to podcasts, anything. You're just searching for more knowledge so you know what you can do different. I hope this gave you some thoughts, and I hope you got some value from it. Today I have been talking about the difference between the old school and the new school of marketing. In the old school, everyone is your prospect. You're spamming everyone, you talk about your products, and in the new modern way, you are trying to tell a story, to have them get curious about things, and you will help that they have. And the last thing I talked about was the mindset. Think about right and wrong and change your mindset and your thoughts to what's working, what is not working, and what can I do different? And start trying one thing at a time. If you want to change something, don't change everything, one thing at a time, because then you can evaluate and see, did it work better or did it get didn't it work? So step by step, and you need to really commit to yourself and be a problem solver. Then I know you will succeed with this. And don't give up. Many people give up too easily with their business. It's not working. I'm doing it the wrong way. When you have that feeling, go back and maybe listen to this or write it down so you can see it. Okay, but what worked? I'm sure about everything you do, something must have worked. Maybe not all, but some things. So celebrate the small things and think about what can I do different instead of stopping your mind and think it doesn't work. So I hope to see you on Friday. I will dig in a little bit more about mindset and talk a little bit about judgment compared to evaluation. I will talk about curiosity and some more stuff. So don't miss that live. And even if you can't watch it when I'm live, you can always watch the replay here on Facebook, or you can go to my YouTube channel. And if you want more info or want to learn more about the new modern way of doing marketing online for your business, please just comment below more info and we can start to have a Zoom meeting. And if you thought this live was interesting and you have some friends that you know are starting their business and so on, please feel free to share my live to them. So take care, everybody, and I will see you on Friday.